One of the really neat things about sewing is that you actually get to sew your own gifts. Not only is it fun, creative, and extra special, it is also the most sustainable way that we can gift give as well. Particularly if you're like me and like to find all these uses for all these random leftover scrappy bits of fabric. So in this video, let me show you, let's together make some super cute little gift card hanging tags, money wallets from, well, old men's cuffs, because I'm sure you've got a few laying around, perhaps like I do. Welcome, my sewing friends. It is so lovely to see you. If we are just meeting for the first time, welcome. My name is Evelyn Wood, and here on this channel we do everything vintage sewing skills to help your modern day garment sewing and for you to get better. We do a lot of refashions, and I don't know about you, but I have lots of things, lots of bits and pieces of sewing, a scrap fabric, cut out bits of refashions, old clothes left over, and I always want to use them for different things. And so I'm always on the hunt, particularly for gifts, and this coming gift season, as we are in the silly season, is ahead of us at the time of making this video. I wanted to make a few videos about different ways that we can be like using our scraps and using our scrap fabric, things that we already have in our stash for sustainable gifts, because there's no better gift than a handmade gift. And I know I want to choose things that are a lot more sustainable than, buying brand new things for the shop just because. I found this this idea on Pinterest a while ago, and I have been saving it because I thought this will be perfect for the silly season gift guide. So this will be a really, really quick and easy tutorial. This will be actually, I think, the easiest tutorial that I have ever made. So all you really need is a little cuff. I have many left over from partial refashions that I have leftover bits cut out of men's shirts, because as you know, I have done many different refashions on men's shirts. If you're interested in what you can do with the rest of the shirt, all that we'll need today is the cuffs. So you may already have men's shirts that you've salvaged for other projects. This is perfect. If not, you can obviously use any thrifted men's shirt, but if you have other uses for the fabric, that's even better. I have several sitting around just waiting for this project, I think. Now all we need is the cuff. So you just need to unpick this seam where your shirt attaches to your cuff. Now unpick it, because we're going to resew it later, but we don't want any like loose threads where it's been cut. So definitely unpick this. If you've ever wondered what the little red ball is for on your unpick, yeah, it's to help with this. I have a video here on the difference between unpicking, seam ripping. There is a difference. I think that video will really help you out if you liked what you saw just there. So once you're finished deconstructing these cuffs, make sure that you unpick any little fluffy threads and get rid of everything, because it's much harder to do this later. So you might want to actually at this stage press these cuffs so that they're all nice and smooth and ready for sewing. Next up, all we need to do is to actually just figure out where your fold line will be. So just pick a nice spot. You want your buttons to be on the underside here, because the top will use the existing buttonhole to actually be the closure. Once you're happy you've got your fold right, all we need to do is open it out flat, and we're going to cheat and stitch all this together. So we just need to top stitch this closed. Make sure you back stitch or triple back stitch over the edges where it opens here, because this will be a high stress point. So just top stitch all the way down, double stitch over these ends and stitch down to the bottom. If you find this too much to do all at once on this open end, top stitch this closed first and then fold it down, and then just top stitch this area here. But I'm going to cheat a little bit and do two at once, I think. Of course, just trim off any little loose threads, and then basically you're done. Wait, press, one final press, and then you're done. So this is your basic little wallet here, but let's get creative and think of a few ways that we can jazz this up a little bit. Remember all those random bits of lace and small leftover tiny bits of trim and lace and ribbons that you don't know what to do with? This is perfect. So I've simply on this one put some velvet trim all around the edge, giving it a nice little look. of course think you could do this with any type of lace trim, ribbon, whatever you have. Really use your imagination. And of course, any novelty buttons you have, this is a great opportunity to maybe change one up. So it does need to fit through the existing buttonhole if you want it to actually still button up, but you could definitely change out the buttons for something a little bit more fun and cute also. And if you want to make it look like a little present, you could even use some cotton tape like I have by the roll loads and turn it into a little present looking number as well. Another way, and my favorite, is simply to just add a little ribbon, like a little tie. So use something quite fine, and I've been liking to actually tie this around like a little figure 8. I'm sure you can see that you're really only limited by your imagination here on what you could do to decorate. But I do encourage you to use all of those random little bits of things that you have laying around that you didn't have a use for. This is perfect. I think even just this little cute one, just a simple little ribbon around the front, is possibly my favorite. I have so much lace, so many uses for these. I hope it gives you a few ideas of some different non-garment refashions that you might be able to do, and gives you a cute little DIY gift idea. It's handmade, sustainable, and just so cute. Let me know if you're going to make one of these down below. If you have any other ideas for us, I would love to hear those too. Check the description box for other videos that I think you'll really enjoy. And so until next time, my friends, happy sewing. Bye.